Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we're back with another episode of Victoria 2, Heart of Darkness, Spain. For some reason, I was going to call this game Civ. I think it's pretty evident to anyone and everyone watching that this is not Civilization. We're not going to worry about passing those reforms just yet. After all, we don't want the people to be all that happy with the liberal government, mainly because of what it's doing to our economy. It's doing horrible things to our economy. We've got many closed factories, many people out of work, and there's really nothing that I can do to improve the Spanish lot in life, except, of course, for conquering new lands. But yeah, that being said, there's really not much other than conquering new lands that we can do. Now, one thing that I do want to do, while I've got a chance, is we need bureaucrats, do we? Okay. How's that looking anyway? Valencia... Okay, we're gonna get some bureaucrats in Cuba, so we can release it and get some more colonial points to throw at, colonizing. That's what we're gonna throw them at. Let's see here. For the rest, we'll take them off and do some clergy there. We got soldiers up. I thought we still had another clergy somewhere. Yeah, I don't necessarily think we need one there. But we will put one in Galicia, because I think that's going to be good, right? Clergy, bureaucrats are okay. Yeah, we've only got 1.5% of the population is clergy, which is not good, because we still need people to read and write. Like, our literacy is still only 18%, and it's almost 1880. Could be one of the reasons why we're having such issues with the economy, but I'll hear none of it. I stand by my earlier plans of just ruining the Spanish economy. But I stand by it, damn it. Excellent. Naval tech. Let's take a look. So we're as high up there as we can go. I don't know. I mean, all these extra bonus techs would probably be useful. But at this stage, I mean, really, that's this bizarre amount of research points for that tech. We should probably look at other things, like perhaps the point defense system, or even iron muzzle-loaded artillery. Never mind all of this, although this, oh man, yeah, this can still, oh, we're so boned. We've got that up, that's good. We wanted to look at nationalism and imperialism. It doesn't look like that's going to give me a good cause belli against uncivilized nations. So, unless I'm remembering incorrectly, which has happened. But I don't know what we can get for things like Sokoto to actually improve that. I think we need to biologism here as well. We'll go ahead and research that, and then get on some of our industrial techs, because that's going to be necessary. Okay, so, well, we've got the game paused, and we've already looked at Europe and Africa, which is, you know, filling out nicely. The French are going crazy. First in the world, so that makes sense. Got a little bit of American and Italian colonization going on, but Austria, crazy balls. Well, it looks like we might have issues in Colombia. They're in a bit of a revolution. Hopefully we don't lose them from our sphere. Come to mention spheres, we need to get El Salvador in there too. Because really, let's just take a look at this. No, that's supply limit. What I wanted was... oh no, that is sphere of influence. Yeah, so we're still working on getting the rest of that region in. That's fine. Oh, look at that. Oh, hello. North America, we should... Ah, they're still sitting there friendly, but they're not getting speared. It's obvious that the American AI just wants to go to war with Mexico, but they won't. So that's frustrating. We've almost got the USCA, and nobody is going after El Salvador. So, good. We should be able to get them in our sphere as well. What else has been going on in the world? It's strange how Mexico has been able to hold off the US like that. It's weird that way. Japan hasn't really done much. They haven't even gone after Korea. They are a great power, but they're not really doing anything with that great power status. And what else we got? Yeah, you know, the French going crazy. Britain's still holding the interior of Australia. The exterior of Australia obviously held by Australia. British India holding together. The Middle East hasn't really changed all that much, really. And now we're back in Europe. We'll just scope out Russia, because I don't think I've done that yet, but... Yep, they exist. Got a few spots left to colonize, though. Obviously, Spain's not getting involved there. Right. Get back onto playing through time. Egypt. And what else while we let things tick away and keep our eye on our colonies here? Highly topical for the conversation, but I read some reviews on... where are you? Leon Castile. Population. Thank you. We don't need any more soldiers than that. Do we need any more soldiers at all? I think we should be okay with that. Oh, we're short in national focus. Of course, I just removed one. Sometimes. Where else should we look at getting some well, maybe bureaucrats in the capital would be a good idea. Because administration efficiency is not looking all that great. And I'd love to get clerks, but with the amount of factories that are closing, look at this. Half of our industrial base is just closed down. Roughly, I mean, I think it's half. Whoop. So yeah, reading some reviews on Rome Total War. We're losing the race. Man, I don't know if I want to continue going after Austria here. Like, we've got no great power alliances, which... Too many great power? Really? Really? Let's just take a look at that. Allied with Russia and Belgium. And they're just like, no. We've got too many great powers already. Max, you've got 2. I'm pretty sure Belgium isn't... Yeah, so... Screw you, France. What about the Germans? They're just allied with Denmark and Luxembourg. How about it? They will accept. Beautiful. Perfect. That's what I'd like to see. So now that I've got an ally, I can continue with this horrible endeavor. Just wasted colonial points is really all that is. I should be focusing over here. Once this gets done... Oh, that'll be soon, too. Then I'll grab over here, and that should end... Well, that should give us a nice little point to block up against the Americans and possible Danish or French expansion. And then we can just sort of, you know, consolidate around Central Africa. I hope. Of course, not much of this game has gone to plan, so... What? How did that happen? Because I've been sitting here doing nothing, that's how. Alright. We need to fix this. In fact, what else have we got? All of you guys, nobody's going after you. Really, come on, Central. Oh, whoa, Portugal stays up. But yeah, I think that should hopefully get us enough diplomatic points. That's Venezuela. I was like, look at that, we've already got 40 some odd. No, wrong country completely. Colombia! Perfect. And we got a newspaper. The Grand State of Amhara apparently fears us. It's a massive state, I must say, but no, they're not our target. This little bit here. Wadi? That's what I care about. Oh, look at that, the Italians are in there. I'm getting far too distracted. I'm too much like a tourist at the moment, not focusing on the damn game. Focus, man, focus. Yeah, so that should be fine. What happens if we cut our tariffs down to nothing? We'll make less money. That's fine, though, because maybe, just maybe, cutting those tariffs will help some of these closed factories come back. Food poor, we've got a lot of them. Spanish tech levels really need improving. But I got this. Oh, we're losing the race in Wadi again. Like, I get the feeling when this gets up there, I'm just gonna lose this colony. Which will suck. I'm not appreciative of that. Oh, sitting here just like, why aren't you a colony yet? There we go. Protectorate, let's make you a full-blown colony. Wonderful. Cost of investment, 80. And we don't have 80? We do not have 80. We should... This should be going back up, though, right? Like... Oh no, power tied up in maintenance is a lot. So we've got about one colony left, it looks like. So hopefully... Okay, yeah, so we're about halfway there to getting enough bureaucrats in Cuba. And I'm hoping Cuba will... Oh, we can do this in Puerto Rico as well, huh? Okay, let's load you onto a fleet and send you to Port-au-Prince. Now, obviously, naval ratings and stuff, like my naval bases will drop down and things, but if that, if that last colony, oh, they're getting so close. America, what are you doing over here? Yeah. Actually, what I should be doing, we've got enough of a, oh, 2, is that really enough? That's certainly not enough to take on Skoto. We're gonna need a whole new military. Good thing I'm training soldiers. Right. Well, we'll read this first, and then I'll get back to my thought about Rome Total War 2. The high militancy in Puerto Rico, Spanish West Indies, has erupted into a statewide emergency as violent fighting and looting breaks out in the streets. The situation threatens to turn into a massacre unless something is done soon. Colonial police are standing by ready to intervene and attempt to restore order, but are holding back, pending detailed instructions from the governor. We will intervene eventually. Lots of people are gonna die. That's not a good thing. But the drop in militancy is worth it. If you get all those angry people to kill themselves, right? Alright. It seems to me, therefore, a defect in our much lauded system that the lowliest workers cannot afford for themselves and the next of kin the bare minimums of sanitary living. I don't know why I'm British for this. But I am. Deal with it. The grimy, soot-ridden hovels, huddling under the shadows of the soot stacks, springing up like mushrooms after a rainstorm, are damp and dark, breeding grounds for cholera, tuberculosis, and immorality. Limited health reform, dear colleagues, would go far in amending these problems. The upper house is in turmoil over its apparent inability to pass social reform, despite mounting public demand. Stall it till the next election. Let's get these liberals out. The Wallachian fear. Whoa. The Russian Empire has decided to back the Ottoman Empire in the current crises. Rumela, huh? Let's go take a look into Europe. And I suppose we should take a look at the crisis. So, what have we got? France. What? Why is this showing me? Oh, Bulgaria wants liberation. Okay. Okay, so if the Germans are going that way... I guess we'll go in. Okay, so North German side, we are on the North German side. No question about it. We're losing the race in Wadi, of course. And honestly, I should just withdraw from this, and then I can focus in other areas, because right now I'm not getting that. So we'll just withdraw, and we can go ahead and create one there, and we can probably slap one up in here as well. So now we're in a race with the Americans. With, like, no colonial power left. Oof. Are we looking, Cuba? Nowhere near close. I have a feeling I didn't leave that long enough. And, oh. Damn it, I should have been thinking. I could have occupied the West Sahara. It's not worth getting into that fun now, but... We'll leave this area for the Austrians, which... Obviously, them being white, it's difficult to tell. I don't know if Paradox thought that one out when they assigned country colors, but yeah. Tough to tell what's Austrian and what is still up for grabs. Anyway, Rome, Total War II. So, yeah, we're done here, probably. I'm not really impressed with the reviews coming from it. Now, granted, there are a ton out there that are like, oh my god, best thing ever, 10 out of 10, buy it now. But a few of them that I've read, I don't know. I'm contemplating this purchase now. So, if you're sitting there waiting to see, well, first off, if you're sitting there waiting to see any videos on this channel, sorry, I don't really put a lot up. But I'm hoping that with the return of fall and winter, that I will be able to get back into the recording near daily videos. So if you are sitting there waiting to see a Total War Rome 2 video, it's probably not going to be coming for a little while. Yeah, there's just something about the reaction and some of the things that people are saying. It's concerning, just to me, really. That's it. It's just concerning to me, but that's enough. It's enough for this guy. Come on, 17th. Let's get here. Yay! And we're now officially out of colonial power. So hopefully the US will focus on other areas, because they certainly are taking a large swath of Africa. Yeah. That's okay, though. I mean, really, Sokoto here, that's going to be the crown jewel. That's going to be what adds all the awesomeness. Okay, good. We didn't have to go to war over that. Excellent. Really? How much is that? 80? So that must mean I can compete with you. Oh, well, not quite yet. Because really, well... Yeah, the Austrians have already got involved there, but the French aren't doing anything here. It might not be a bad idea to push into the equator region. What do we get? Cotton, grain... Is that basically it? Cotton and grain and timber. I mean, we could use those things, but I don't know if we really need those things. It's probably a better idea to try and get the last little bits of this central area instead of going through and yeah, pushing further into the Congo. No, we will go for this area. What? That's not... That's a different... Oh, I'm glad I clicked there. Okay. Gotta make sure we get the ports, too, man. You can't just leave that uncolonized. And what do we got now? We are losing the race in Outer Hausaland. Really wish that would just take me to the region. I'm guessing that's here. There we go. Damn you, America. Damn you! What we got going on in the world? Crises averted and one set in motion. Yeah. It wasn't a big enough crisis to warrant its own newspaper. Just, you know, tagging along, really. Okay. Colonial regiment, yeah, we're just gonna go with the lazy natives. They need to learn how to adapt. It's gotta be coming up, right? Slowly but surely. Nope. Get that settlement in place. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We can create one here? That's Outer Hausaland. This is that, so we'll create a protectorate there. Oh. Well. Okay. Score! We got some fruit. Wonderful. And we'll go Colonial Province. Portugal. Can't forget about you, my friend. Cannot forget about you. So, if we just go and add them to our sphere, England's just going to come back and screw around with us. So really what we need is to decrease the opinion of the United Kingdom down to cordial. And we should be able to get Portugal back in. Where are you complaining about? We've got too many bureaucrats there? Okay. Population. That was Castilla de la Nueva. My horrible Spanish. More bureaucrats. Just try and get that administration thingy up. Thank you. So, with that taken care of, it would be a good idea to really start pushing industry again, I think. And I think the first thing I want to do, actually, would be to get better railroads. Because we got shit for railroads right now. Nope, the Boxer atrocities. The Righteous Society of Harmonious Fists, known colloquially as Boxers. Totally mispronounced that word, but whatever. A Chinese movement dedicated to restoring what they perceive to be a loss of Chinese independence in face of European expansion in Asia, have carried out massacres on European missions and traders in China. Along with Europeans unfortunate enough to come in their path, several Chinese Christian converts have also been brutally slaughtered. The Chinese government appears unconcerned with these atrocities, and some rumors claim that the Imperial Qing government is even lending its tactic support to the movement. Lose 5 prestige. I don't think starting the war over the Boxer Rebellion would be a good idea. Although we do have bases. Well, now I'm thinking, although, honestly, slaughtering the Chinese military is going to be freaking ridiculous. We cannot do that on our own. Can anybody? Yeah, not even Russia. Russia and France in an alliance would be able to do it. Granted, that's not taking into account tech level or anything like that, so I don't know. The Madrid weather did its worst against us. Mud, mud, mud was its prominent feature, and it was known among us afterwards as the Mud March. I believe I've already read that, so don't need to go through the whole thing. Ultimately, we're gonna do nothing. Because that's just the way we do things. We don't do them at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Americans have got outer House of Land there firmly entrenched, so we'll withdraw from that, which is unfortunate. But we might go after Togo here. Fish, coffee, cows, grain, cows, or the interior. Oh, and the Austrians? Yeah, the Austrians have already set up in there. We could just grab a section of southern Africa, I guess, if we want to be a pain in the French side. Is there any other? There's really nowhere else to go. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah. We're not getting involved. France and England can fight it out over that little chunk of territory. How are we doing here? 87. Almost ready to release Cuba. So, in the meantime, who is that? The UK? Yeah, we can... No naval bases close enough to Togo. Are you serious? That's freaking ridiculous. There's one right there. I guess I could have expanded this one, really. Well, bit late. Did I really only expand the continental ones? Looks like I did. Poor planning. Poor planning. Let's take a look at our voters here. I just noticed that one of the things I can do is open it up to weighted universal. So, if we take a look at our population, and we deselect all and just select the poor people, right? What else do we want? Artisans, I guess? Those guys are pretty poor. Clergy, laborers, soldiers. How are they looking? Yeah, pretty much. Damn. I was hoping opening it up would, you know, get a different political party in power, but it certainly doesn't look like that's going to happen. I'll boo to that. Oh, well, we'll just continue to trudge along. Oh, good. You would. You would do that, wouldn't you, America? I'm watching you. You may have got House of Land, but you're not gonna get Togo, damn it, or Dahomey. That land is mine. Alright. I'm okay with socialists. They've got a planned economy, which means I can take control of the economy and actually make it work. Spare no effort. Grievous insults. Our options are limited. We'll have to go to war with Bukhara. Which is ridiculous, because we're not going to go to war with Bukhara. I don't even know where it is. But you know what? That doesn't matter, because we're not even going to go to war with them. So... Alright, Portugal. Add to sphere. Thank you. And we should be safe from the UK, but I will leave one little tick there. Just in case. So, unfortunately, our sphere is still fairly tiny. You can see we're slowly coming along with the rest of them. Which is good. We might boost El Salvador, because it needs a boost. Ooh, naval base is done. Well, epidemic and widespread famine disappeared almost entirely from the Western world with the development of the modern capitalist free market system and the extensive division of labor employed by it. Combined with new advances in agricultural technologies, one of the oldest killers known to man, hunger, was still claiming victims in Europe and the Americas well into the 20th century. Primarily so, of course, among the already poor. Famine has struck one of our states and we need to act. We have to aid them. $6 grand? We can afford that. We're rolling in money. Oh, we got too many bureaucrats in Cuba. Really? So, we're at... Wow. Screw it. We're pushing through. More bureaucrats. Get me to 1%. Help feed the poor. You're not. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Okay. So, we can... We'll just give it a day or two. Cycle through. But I don't... Am I missing something? Like, is it... No, it's in politics... Decisions, right? Nope. Release nations. There we go. So, we could have... I could have just done this so long ago. Oh, it'll drop my infamy by a lot. Let me just make sure I got the military units out. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Release nation. Okay, we don't want to play as them, but that's fine. And now... Oh, are they in our sphere? They are, so we'll just boost it up just in case anybody decides to go after Cuba. We might as well give Brazil a bit of a boost as well, because who knows? People might go for it. But there we go. There we go. A free, independent, well, not free, but a dominion of Cuba, which should open up quite a lot in the way of colonial points. Do I want to get involved with this? I can't go for Togo. I don't want to get involved there. So maybe we will just grab some land down here in, How? Okay. Seriously. So, thank you. There we go. Now that's making sense. I'd rather get Togo than that chunk down there, because then at least I can have one connected, empire, which is better. Because connected is good. We can see England won out over that section. And we need to use up a national focus. So we should go in... Yeah, we still need... Clergy's going to be through the roof here, isn't it? Yep. We're going to put you there, then. right? Yeah, that'll work. And we can start getting some better railroads and other things. I think these industry techs that are still in 1836 should come first. Spanish industry needs it. And I'm also confused as to when our next election's going to be. July 1st, okay, we're coming up to it. 30%, 28. There might be enough for the socialists to possibly win out. We'll see. Add to sphere. Good. Slowly rebuilding. Thank you. Influenced by intensive lobbying from the Temperance League, one of our states has adopted a licensing regulation that allows residents the right to issue or retract liquor licenses in their local districts. With strong public support, the Licensing Act has thus prohibited the sale of liquor throughout the state. Many local breweries have been denied the right to sell their produce locally, and have been forced into bankruptcy. The locals are free to do as they see fit. Force a repeal, please, because, quite frankly, we can't have the liquor industry shutting down just because people don't like liquor. There's enough of an issue going on with Spanish industry that we can't just be like, oh, you don't agree with drinking? Then no, nobody gets to drink. Things have gone from bad to worse in Ipoh, where the Colonial police, while in pursuit of 2 locals suspected of murdering a colonial official, have happened to disturb a shrine of some importance to local to the local religion. Natives in the area are infuriated over the perceived lack of respect for their religion. Who gives a hoot? We are definitely... We're jingoist. We're jingoist liberals, damn it. Vote us out. We don't need Catalonian soldiers. But maybe there? Well, they were just there. Spanish Andalusia. Sure, why not? Soldiers. Perfect. Let the debate just happen. There's no need for us to dictate. Oh, good. An offensive unit. Set up in a defensive position. Debate take its course. Oh, I should say the liberals are for protectionism. That'll get people to not vote for them. Yeah, sure, we're interested. Okay, what have we got here? Dahomey. I knew I should have been paying attention. That's not good. Alright, so what we're gonna do is wait to see where Germany goes. And they haven't gone anywhere yet, but we should increase things with El Salvador. Thank you. We fully support residency. Who gives a who? We're between the Chinese Empire and Guangxi, I think. Oh, also said that the US went to war with somebody as well. Uruguay and the USCA. At the sphere. Thank you. At the sphere. Thank you. I wanted to see. The US goes to war with Sokoto. Those bastards! No! No! Oh. Oh, those bastards are cutting into my territory. Okay, we need to get on this quickly. Relations are too high. Son of a... New plan. We can get him in our sphere. Ah! We want... Pops become more in favor of state capitalism. Oh, that really burns my ass. Alright, so it seems like the North German Federation just wants to sit this one out for now. Oh, yes. There we go. Liberals are atheist. Vote them out. Who gives a hoot? That's coming up quite a bit. Argentina, Argentina, Argentina. Why aren't you visible? There we go. Add to sphere. There we go. So the sphere is coming back nicely. Don't worry about it. Get ourselves on par with the Americans, who will now probably pass us. There are no gods. Come on, Germany, what are you doing? Are you picking a side? Because really, as it stands, I think I might just support France here. Regardless of Germany's... Who are they? They're just allied with the UK. Germany's staying right out of it. And France... I mean, the last time we supported them, we went bankrupt. But we got 250k in the bank. We're not going to go bankrupt. Nope. Let's speed up time and not just sit here watching a paused game, shall we? Alright, I'm not happy. It's still the freaking liberals. Yes, we can... Ah! Togo! Create Protectorate. There we go. You just stay out of this, America. You focus on Volta there, alright? And we'll snag this bit and call it a day. Yes, we've... Oh. Colony. There we go. Invade eventually. March 11th. Who gives a hoot? Like, we can't even help anything. It's all just stuck. Budget. I guess we could lower the taxes on the rich. 30. Let's do that. There you go. You just dropped a 20 percentile in the taxes you pay. You should be able to afford to do some things around the country to help us out. Like opening up some freaking factories that are closed. Alright, population, Valencia, you are done. We're gonna slap you into Catalonia. There we go. I want this land, America. Dahomey is Spanish, damn it. Lazy natives. Lazy natives. Getting a lot of disloyal regiments. New political party, the Socialist Revolutionary. Huzzah! And Germany is still just sitting there. They want nothing to do with this. And it's reaching a very hot temperature. Oh, they picked the other side. Well, there goes that alliance. Don't quite understand the thinking on that. You would have assumed the North German Confederation, oh no, just the North German Federation would have been happy to dismantle their rivals in Austria, but apparently not. Alright. Let's go with that and lose a lot of the liberalism. Help feed the local poor. And we should probably go with... Actually, let's take a look here. Yeah, we're gonna need that. We are gonna need gas attacks. So, before anything else happens, the Spanish military has to learn how to fight with gas. Like many nascent political ideologies, the early suffragette movement were not foreign to infighting and organizational splits over issues of tactics and perceived ideological differences. The split between the NUWSS, or NUWS, and the NSWVR, for Nusver, in Britain being a poignant example. The suffragette movement in Spain is experiencing somewhat of a setback on account of an organizational split. Time to push for a more conservative agenda. Oh yes, the reactionary cause. Conservative, thank you. We don't need reactionaries, unless they're fascist. Okay, so we are now officially at war with the UK, with Austria, and the North German Federation, which means that we're stuck in a war with France. Alright, I would assume that the alliance is now null and void. So let's just see... Really? You've got to be kidding me. Again. I don't get that. If someone could explain to me how one great power ally is too much of a great power, then please let me know. I would be interested in seeing that. Anyway, I think this might justify as a great war. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 great powers involved. So I think that's a good place to leave the video for now. I'm working with a new keyboard. I got myself a G510 Logitech, and just gotta figure out where all the buttons are. Found escape, which is important. Anyway, enough of my rambling! Thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.